Are you an aspiring pharmacist and want to practice in Australia? Then we welcome you to Eliteexpertise, where we turn ambitions into success for pharmacists worldwide. Eliteexpertise is founded by Arif Sir and Harika Ma'am. Harika Ma'am is a highly qualified clinical pharmacist and educator at Monash Health Hospital in Melbourne, Australia. With 5 years of experience as an aggregated consultant pharmacist and a member of SHPA, the Society of Hospital Pharmacists Australia. She excels in preparing students for exams. Harika is passionate about interactive education, aiming to empower students to become effective pharmacists for optimal patient outcomes. Are you an aspiring pharmacist and want to practice in Australia? Then we welcome you to Eliteexpertise, where we turn ambitions into success for pharmacists worldwide. Eliteexpertise is founded by Arif Sir and Harika Ma'am. Mr. Arif Mohammed is a skilled clinical pharmacist at Northern Health Hospital in Melbourne, Australia. He brings 5 years of teaching experience and mentorship to students. Certified as a consultant pharmacist, he focuses on home medication review to minimize issues in community and hospital settings. A pharmacist immunizer and a member of the Society of Hospital Pharmacists of Australia. Arif Sir is originally from India. He has a robust background as a hospital preceptor and lecturer in Malaysia before relocating to Australia. His dedication to advancing clinical expertise shines through his impactful teaching and practice-based knowledge.
Hello all. Today I'm here to introduce you to the Eliteexpertisee YouTube channel, a valuable resource for pharmacists worldwide. Our videos comprehensively outline the examination pattern and migration process to countries such as Australia and Canada. Additionally, we provide you information about the exam fees, examination pattern, passing score, and much more. Our channel offers full-length video on various topics like asthma, the autonomous nervous system, and heart failure with complete and in-depth therapy discussion and case studies. We regularly provide timely updates for pharmacists planning international migration. To ensure that you don't miss any crucial information, we invite you to visit and subscribe to the Eliteexpertisee YouTube channel. Thank you.
Are you an overseas pharmacist aspiring to practice in Australia? By following these 6 steps, you can navigate the path to become a registered pharmacist in Australia. Step 1. Get your skill assessment done with Australian Pharmacy Council. Step 2. Clear your KAPS exam. Step 3. Register with APRA as an intern pharmacist. Step 4. Start your internship and clear both intern written and oral exam after completing 75% of your intern hours. Step 5. Complete the intern training program and 1,575 hours of supervised practice. Step 6. Get registered with APRA as a fully licensed pharmacist. At Eliteexpertise, we are there for you at every step of your journey. Let our guidance and expertise make your dream of becoming a registered pharmacist in Australia a reality. Join Eliteexpertise and begin your journey to success today.
It has been 1 year of launching Eliteexpertise, and we've helped more than 300 students in clearing KAPSEXAM in their very first attempt with the same enthusiasm and the same goal to impart high quality, affordable pharmacist professional education to overseas pharmacists who are looking to migrate to developed world and to enrich and explore their practice overseas. We are starting the PVC preparatory course on 20th July 2024. All of you kindly mark the date. It's going to be with the same enthusiasm, same quality education, same highly expertise practice knowledge imparted to our students with high clinical skills and expertise to enable you clear your previous exam in the first attempt. Well, we all welcome you to the platform Eliteexpertise. Stay tuned to Eliteexpertise for more updates. Thank you.
Hello guys, guys, it's an update regarding Canada PBC exam. So for PBC exam, starting from 2024 October, they are going to conduct it 3 times a year. And from 2025, that is from next year, they are going to conduct it 4 times a year. So it means that all the overseas candidates who are planning for the first part of the PBC examination, that is evaluating examination, so they can sit 4 times a year from 2025. For examination pattern, so they are going to make some changes. So especially like earlier it used to be like 200 MCQs, but now they are going to reduce it to 150 MCQs. However, there is no change in the passing percentage or the score. So the passing score still remains 60% to get in the PBC examination. Okay. So thank you so much. Thanks for watching this video and stay tuned with Elite Expertise for more updates. Hi guys, it's an urgent update for all the KAPS aspirants. Starting from March 2025, Australian Pharmacy Council is no more conducting the KAPS exam. So the last final KAPS exam will be held in November. The coming November will be the last KAPS exam. And from 2025 March, they are going to change to a new pattern of the exam, which is known as OPRA. That is Overseas Pharmacist Readiness Assessment. So the pattern is completely changing. For KAPS, there will be 2 papers, but for OPRA exam, it consists of only 1 paper with 2.5 hours duration. So they have completely changing, and this change is applicable from March 2025. So, and further updates, I will keep on giving the further updates, like what other changes that have been done, like they have also reduced the fees, examination fees, and I will give further updates regarding this exam. Hi guys, another update regarding OPRA exam for Australian pharmacist, overseas pharmacist exam. So the exam methodology and the pattern, it will be similar to that of CAOP, and it will also be similar to that of the intern pharmacist written examination. So CAOP is the exam that will be conducted for the pharmacists who are already practicing in US, UK, Canada, and if they want to migrate to Australia. So for them, the exam will be the CAOP. And in this exam, like they mainly ask more about the clinical therapeutics. Okay, so even in the OPRA exam, now they are going to include more towards the therapeutics, and they are reducing the pharmaceutical, the basic pharmaceutical sciences subjects. Okay, so I will give more updates regarding this exam, the complete pattern of this exam. Okay, soon I will make a full-length video, and stay tuned with Elite Expertise. Thank you.
Are you an aspiring pharmacist and want to practice in Australia? Then we welcome you to Eliteexpertisee, where we turn ambitions into success for pharmacists worldwide. Eliteexpertisee is founded by Arif Sir and Harika Ma'am. Harika Ma'am is a highly qualified clinical pharmacist and educator at Monash Health Hospital in Melbourne, Australia. With 5 years of experience as an aggregated consultant pharmacist and a member of SHPA, the Society of Hospital Pharmacists Australia. She excels in preparing students for exams. Harika is passionate about interactive education, aiming to empower students to become effective pharmacists for optimal patient outcomes. Are you an aspiring pharmacist and want to practice in Australia? Then we welcome you to Eliteexpertisee, where we turn ambitions into success for pharmacists worldwide. Eliteexpertisee is founded by Arif Sir and Harika Ma'am. Mr. Arif Mohammed is a skilled clinical pharmacist at Northern Health Hospital in Melbourne, Australia. He brings 5 years of teaching experience and mentorship to students. Certified as a consultant pharmacist, he focuses on home medication review to minimize issues in community and hospital settings. A pharmacist immunizer and a member of the Society of Hospital Pharmacists of Australia. Arif Sir is originally from India. He has a robust background as a hospital preceptor and lecturer in Malaysia before relocating to Australia. His dedication to advancing clinical expertise shines through his impactful teaching and practice-based knowledge.
Hello all. Today I'm here to introduce you to the Eliteexpertisee YouTube channel, a valuable resource for pharmacists worldwide. Our videos comprehensively outline the examination pattern and migration process to countries such as Australia and Canada. Additionally, we provide you information about the exam fees, examination pattern, passing score, and much more. Our channel offers full-length video on various topics like asthma, the autonomous nervous system, and heart failure with complete and in-depth therapy discussion and case studies. We regularly provide timely updates for pharmacists planning international migration. To ensure that you don't miss any crucial information, we invite you to visit and subscribe to the Eliteexpertisee YouTube channel. Thank you.
Are you an overseas pharmacist aspiring to practice in Australia? By following these 6 steps, you can navigate the path to become a registered pharmacist in Australia. Step 1. Get your skill assessment done with Australian Pharmacy Council. Step 2. Clear your KAPS exam. Step 3. Register with APRA as an intern pharmacist. Step 4. Start your internship and clear both intern written and oral exam after completing 75% of your intern hours. Step 5. Complete the intern training program and 1,575 hours of supervised practice. Step 6. Get registered with APRA as a fully licensed pharmacist. At Eliteexpertisee, we are there for you at every step of your journey. Let our guidance and expertise make your dream of becoming a registered pharmacist in Australia a reality. Join Eliteexpertisee and begin your journey to success today.
Hello, it has been 1 year of launching Eliteexpertisee, and we've helped more than 300 students in clearing KAPSEXAM in their very first attempt with the same enthusiasm and the same goal to impart high quality, affordable pharmacist professional education to overseas pharmacists who are looking to migrate to developed world and to enrich and explore their practice overseas. We are starting the PVC preparatory course on 20th July 2024. All of you kindly mark the date. It's going to be with the same enthusiasm, same quality education, same highly expertise practice knowledge imparted to our students with high clinical skills and expertise to enable you clear your previous exam in the first attempt. Well, we all welcome you to the platform Eliteexpertisee. Stay tuned to Eliteexpertisee for more updates. Thank you.
Hello, Hello guys, it's an update regarding Canada PBC exam. So for PBC exam, starting from 2024 October, they are going to conduct it 3 times a year. And from 2025, that is from next year, they are going to conduct it 4 times a year. So it means that all the overseas candidates who are planning for the first part of the PBC examination, that is evaluating examination, so they can sit 4 times a year from 2020.
What she'll do? She'll do for 4 years of BCom or 6 years of pharmacy, right? Then what she'll do? Then she'll register herself with Pharmacy Council of India, and then she'll get her PCI license. Post that, she can work as a clinical pharmacist or some XYZ, any kind of pharmacy. So in the same way, if she want to work, Gayatri has decided herself to work in Australia as a registered pharmacist. Then what she has to do is to go to Google, search, how can I work as a registered pharmacist in Australia? Then what we come, like seriously, KAPS exam used to come. But now KAPS exam is replaced by OPRA. So what she has to do now? She has to write OPRA examination because she's not graduating in November, right? If she will graduate in November, she can write KAPS. But now the villain has come in instead of the hero, that is KAPS. If OPRA has come instead of KAPS, she has to write OPRA examination for Australia. So before writing the OPRA examination, what Gayatri has to do? She has to check herself whether she has a valid eligibility. That is, whether she has 4 years of BCom or 6 years of PharmD degree. Yes, she has that. Good to go. Then what is the next step? She has to register herself
with the Australian Pharmacy Council. Like India, we have Pharmacy Council of India, like that. Australian Pharmacy of Council. Australia will also have one Pharmacy Council, right? So that is Australian Pharmacy Council. So what she'll do, she'll just go to Australian Pharmacy Council, then she'll see n number of things. She'll get what all this cannot understand. Then what she'll do, she'll be researching everything. She got to know about, she should do skill assessment. What is skill assessment? Way back when Gayatri has decided to pursue her family after her +2, she has come to MNR College to take the admission to MSEC. Then what the accountant ma'am will do, she'll say, okay, Gayatri, by your rank, you have the seat in MNR College. But for that, I need some of the documents from you, like your 12th mark sheet, 10th class mark sheet. Aadhaar was there, right? Right. So Aadhaar card. What she'll do, she'll take all the documents and check. Okay, guys, we have good number of marks. Then I can give your admission in the MNR College. Post that, she can join in MNR College as a like for learning pharmacy. So in the same way, Australian Pharmaceutical Council will ask you to submit some of the documents, like that you should have a passport. Yes, she has. Next, transcripts. Yes, she has. Pharmacy license. Yes, she has. After giving all the documents to Australian Pharmacy Council, what does Australian Pharmacy Council do? It will take 6 weeks of time. Like accountant ma'am is in India, right? She'll check everything. Okay, calculate how we can get this. But stay over there, somewhere, reading all the slides. See something. It will take 6 weeks of time. It will check all the documents and it will say, okay, Gayatri, now your B.Pharm degree or your PharmD degree is valid. But you can book your slot for the examination. Okay? This is known as skill assessment. Okay? After she gets a good skill assessment outcome, she can happily go and book a slot for the examination. The major step is done. She has booked it. Good to go. She has to write the exam, right? KAPS exam. What all will be there? Like 2 days back, we have got the ABC, the Australian Pharmacy Council, the villain in the story. Said that no more KAPS, now it's opera. Some of your stuff, like just like Ashita ma'am has changed her name to Sahana or Neha. Everything is same. The exam pattern is same. But why APC has done? To make a pharmacist more potential. Like you are actually Gayatri's surname or I'm just quoting your name because your names are registered in my mind. So she has to actually serve a patient who is there. If Gayatri has prescribed some other medicine to that patient, what all will be happening to that patient? Just imagine, if that patient might be your father, mother, sister, brother, grandfather, right? He should not be a relative, but he's a human being, right? So each one of you are serving a human being. Okay? Each one of you. The girl in the last, the boy in the last. You are serving a human being by prescribing a medicine. If you see, Gully వెళ్తే కూడా డబ్బులు లేని వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారు, లోడ్ మిడిల్ క్లాస్ వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారు, ఏదో ఒక కెమిస్ట్కి వెళ్ళి అన్న జలుబు వచ్చింది, దగ్గు వచ్చింది, ఏదో ఒక మెడిసిన్ ఇచ్చే అన్న అంటారు కదా. డాక్టర్ దగ్గరికి అయితే వెళ్ళరు కదా కొంతమంది. సో ఇఫ్ యువర్ నాలెడ్జ్ ఇస్ నాట్ దాట్, మీరు ఆ మెడిసిన్ సరిగ్గా ఇవ్వకపోతే ఆ అబ్బాయితో కానీ ఆ మనిషికి కానీ ఏదో ఒక రియాక్షన్ అవుతుంది. లైక్ అదే ఒక మెడిసిన్ కరెక్ట్ మెడిసిన్ ఇస్తే మీరు ఏమనుకుంటారు, ఫార్మసీ ఆయన మంచిది ఇచ్చాడు, ఆ మెడికల్ షాప్ ఆయన మంచిది ఇచ్చాడు, ఫార్మసిస్ట్ అనుకుంటారు, మెడికల్ షాప్ ఆయన మంచిది ఇచ్చాడు, డాక్టర్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళకుండా కాపాడాడు అనుకుంటారు కదా. యా, సో యుల్ బి గుడ్ బుక్స్. అదే మీరు మంచిది ఇవ్వతే వాడు ఎవడో ప్రాక్టికల్ కూడా సరిగ్గా ఇవ్వలేదు, నాకు ఇంట్లో ఏదో గొడవ ఉంటుంది. దిస్ ఇస్ ద రియల్ టైం, లైక్ రియల్ టైం నేచర్ ఒక లేనని ఇలానే మాట్లాడతాడు. సో మేక్ షూర్ యూఆర్ మేకింగ్ యువర్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ very, practical approach. Make sure your concepts are so strong. Second thing, this all like Gayatri has good conceptual knowledge. Everything is done. Now she wants to fly to Australia. What she has done, she just decided herself to read opera exam all her by ear. But our concepts same other biomedical sciences కానీ pharmaceutics కానీ pharmacology సారే సమీపంలో ఒక అబ్బాయి అంటాడు కదా, వాడికి ఎలా అయితే క్యాలిక్యులేషన్స్ ఇలా వెలుగులో ఉన్నాయో అలా అనిపిస్తుంది. నెక్స్ట్ ఏం చేస్తుంది, వెళ్ళి బెస్ట్ క్యాప్స్ కోచింగ్ చూస్తుంది. for sure, like you need a teacher to train you. Okay? Like now how you have principals or big Shaka madam or XYZ man to train you, you need a teacher to train you. That teacher should also be like qualified enough to give you all the knowledge. Teacher around 24/7. మీకు మీ నాలెడ్జ్ ని ఎలా అప్స్కిల్ చేయాలో నేర్పిస్తారు. It's a very tough job to become a teacher. Okay? So వాళ్ళ నాలెడ్జ్ అంతా తీసుకొచ్చి మీకు చెప్తారు. So she has found the right expertise. Who are the directors of the right expertise? She searched. Then she got to know Arif sir and Harika. Who is this Arif sir and Harika? So they both are basically from Hyderabad, but they're Telugu speaking people. They have done M1 from Varangal. Okay? One day they have decided I have to go overseas and work and serve the patients. So what they have done, with their own hard work, they are KAPS qualified, they have qualified KAPS, and then they are working in a hospital, not a pharmacy. They are working in a hospital. If real time patient, heart patient ఇలా వాళ్ళ కళ్ళెదురుగా వెళ్తూ ఉంటాడు, డాక్టర్ ఉంటాడు, పక్కన వీళ్ళు కూడా ఉంటారు, వీళ్ళు కూడా ఇస్తారు. At real time, రాత్రిపూట doctors లేకపోతే they are the one who will be serving them. At least to get all of them, they should have that amount of knowledge, right? So, they are seeing many students are unable to qualify KAPS or OPRA. Should I stop? Should I say something? Hey, you know the Telugu? No? I thought everyone knows Telugu, that's why I'm doing it.
50%.
50%. Okay, I'll do it in English. Good to go, right? So, what will happen? They have got to know that they don't know the syllabus of KAPS exam, they don't know how to crack KAPS exam. That's why they have started this institution. First batch, they have served 100 students with zero cost. They have not taken any penny. But to build elite expertise, to give you mocks, question papers, answer sheets, or at least to give you this Zoom, you have to pay to Zoom, right? So for that, with a minimum amount, we are providing you OPRA, KAPS, and basic training. We have got 4 batches till date. Okay? We have got 4 batches till date. We have got 830 students KAPS qualified. And we are the one who is ranking the whole world at a rank of 1 with 96% of pass percentage. Just go to, we don't have, if you go to YouTube, just type elite expertise. You can actually see student testimonials who are saying about their experiences. Trust me, they are very good teachers. They will not teach you like, yeah, you have come learn this, go. They will not say that. They will make sure Gayatri got to know about that concept, which is not just coded. They'll make sure Gayatri has got to know about that concept. Okay? They're very strict teachers, trust me. Yeah, they're very strict. But the proof you can see in front of you, Neha. Okay? She's a mom, she has a little toddler, and she has cracked in 30 days. I have 2 kids, and I'm working for elite expertise. You know why? It's because it's a company which will give you work-life balance, and it will give you all the things. You can have career, you can have everything in your life. So, first thing, KAPS OPRA I've explained you enough. Second is PETC. Now Gayatri has decided, okay, she's a clinical pharmacist, Australia. Then she got visa and everything, she's into Australia. What after writing KAPS? She has to work as an intern pharmacist. So, for doing that, 1500 hours, right, Neha? 1570 of hours of internship she has to do in the pharmacy. If you just go there and stand over there, you will not get a job. You have to do your hard work, get the connections, know about your future, and you have to get an internship over there. After doing that, you have to write 2 more exams. That is intern, oral, and written. Like your Viva exams, like whatever you have learned in your pharmacy, it will be entirely calculated in your Viva, right? Same like that. When Australian prescriber will be there, right? He will be asking you You should say the answer. So that all who can give. If a person is actually working over there, he can give. So that's Arif sir and Harika. So they are giving the training for opera KAPS. Now Niranjan has decided I'll go to Canada. What he'll do? Should write PETC exam. Okay? It's the next different chapter. I guess I have done so much of blah blah. Maybe so I'll hand over to Neha. So it's just a gist, guys, like what will happen, what you have to do, what you have not to do. So I'll hand over to Neha and post like we'll be having a short video of Arif sir. Like sir will be explaining you each and everything about KAPS, opera and everything. Like we can actually see Arif sir. He'll be coming live as well. If you have any question, don't hesitate yourself. You cannot find any other pharmacist overseas, even in your family. You'll be searching for a friend, right, or a family member who is working overseas. Or you'll be binge watching Google, English to find that one helping hand. So we are there to, to just clear all your queries. I hope I've not, made you to sleep. If I've done, I can't help yours. Over to you, Neha. Thank you, guys.
I've already given my introduction, right? I've already given my introduction about myself, and before starting, I would like to thank some of the people over here. Firstly, for collaborating with us, I would like to thank MNR College of Pharmacy chairman, who is MN Raju. Like he's a reputed person, as we all know. Thank you, sir, and special thanks to vice chairman, who is Ravi Verma Mantina Garu. As we all know him, everyone knows who is a pharmacy aspirant. And special thanks to principal sir, Dr. V. Alagasamy sir, and P. Subhash Chandra Bose sir, and many thanks to ma'am Vishaka ma'am for giving this opportunity to have a webinar with MNR College students. And when I'm talking to thanks to special thanks to you all, like for joining here and having this. Yeah, we do and whenever I'm talking to this principal, I would like to get. I had many insights from him, and I would like to put in front of you everyone that sir is very particular to shape your career. It's not only about academics and now what after your graduation as well. He's very worried and he's on point. Like what students can do. Like why are you here? How you people serve our students? Like how our students can get benefited from you. These are all the questions I faced from today, from sir today. Thank you so much, sir, for your concern towards the students. It is very excellent actually. And P. Subhash Chandra Bose sir, it's like good to talk to you. And ma'am, you too as well. And coming to my journey, when I started preparing for KAPS examination, I had no idea. Like I know just to crack this KAPS examination, which is a license examination for Australia and New Zealand. But I don't know the pathway. Like I don't know who is gonna help me. I don't know exactly what should I do. I have money in my hand and a zeal in my mind, but I don't know what to do next. In that case, one of my friends name, I would like to acknowledge her. Like she's Anusha. She guided me to join Eliteexpertisee. She was alumni of Eliteexpertisee and cracked her examination. She referred me to Eliteexpertisee just before 30 days of my KAPS examination, which is very hard and very tough. When I talked to Harika ma'am, she just told me, no, you shouldn't give in March. You just give just after the 30 days. I will be behind you. I'll hold your hand until your examination. You will definitely crack this. This was the assurance I got from ma'am and Arif sir. They just gave me the planner and all the recorded lectures which was happened earlier and asked me to work on those concepts and asked me to take mocks and handouts. How they said, I did the exact thing and I got the result of pass after the 30 days. This was the thing happened to me. And now I'm like waiting for my visa to run, and soon I'll be migrating to Australia, hopefully. Today I'm here to tell you something. Like every student who is sitting here could understand whatever you want to achieve in your life and what you want to become in your life will arise from this here itself. Here itself, you should be serious and make up your mind what you want to achieve. How you need to start how to achieve the pathway. How you want to achieve. How, when, where, these are the questions, 3 questions you need to have in your mind every time. And people who wish to migrate to Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and so we are launching AMPLEX as well. You can reach out to us anytime. We'll be sharing each and every details of us, and we are ready to help you. You need to get ready that you should work hard, you should learn the concept, and you should work hard towards your dream career. Career is not the thing which can give you money, like salary in the end of the month. It is not the thing. The respect you earn from during your career. This is the most important thing you need to keep in your mind. Each and every work has respect, but the amount of respect, certain amount has only for some of the designation. I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say. If you look at the IAS officer passing to you, will you stand you will definitely respect him. Each and every work has that, but you should be excellent in what you are doing. Whether it be clinical pharmacist, IAS officer, pilot, etc., everything. If you clean the table also, you need to clean that. No one should clean as be like you. That is the motto you should have. Like I would like to wind up here and hope I'm clear with all my concepts. Next, the thing will be Harika and Alus's presentation will be where he will explain everything. And thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Students, there will be webinar now from Mr. Arif and Mrs. Harika ma'am. It will so after that lunch break will be declared. You will get complete half an hour lunch break after this program. So do not get hesitate. Do not get some create disturbances. After this webinar, we will be having the lunch break. I hope you can withstand till that time. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Arif Mohammed. I'm one of the directors as well as the lecturers at Eliteexpertisee. So Eliteexpertisee is an online training platform where we give the training for all the licensing examinations for Australia, New Zealand, Canada, US, UK, Ireland, and so on. And myself, I'm a consultant pharmacist in Australia, as well as I'm a clinical pharmacist here in Australia. I'm working as a clinical pharmacist in one of the hospitals known as the Northern Health Hospital in Melbourne. And at the same time, I'm also a consultant pharmacist here. So at first, I would like to share a few things with you regarding our Eliteexpertisee, who we are and what we do exactly. So I would like to share a Hello everyone, my name is Arif Mohammed. I'm one of the directors as well as the lecturers at Eliteexpertisee. So Eliteexpertisee is an online training platform where we give the training for all the licensing examinations for Australia, New Zealand, Canada, US, UK, Ireland, and so on. And myself, I'm a consultant pharmacist in Australia, as well as I'm a clinical pharmacist here in Australia. I'm working as a clinical pharmacist in one of the hospitals known as the Northern Health Hospital in Melbourne. And at the same time, I'm also a consultant pharmacist here. So at first, I would like to share a few things with you regarding our Elite Expertise, who we are and what we do exactly. So I would like to share a slide with you guys. Okay, so this is our website, www.eliteexpertise.com.au. And when you go to our website, you can have a look through all the information which is mentioned up over there. So myself, I'm a consultant pharmacist, and as well as I'm a clinical pharmacist here in Australia. And Elite Expertise is one of the world's #1 platform for the KAPS training. So I will explain you in detail what is meant by this KAPS exam. Okay, so we are the #1 in the world in providing the KAPS training, and I will explain you in detail why we are considered as the #1. Everything that we'll have a look in detail. Okay, and here myself, Arif Mohammed, and Mrs. Harika Bhimavarpu, we both are the lecturers, as well as we both are the directors at Elite Expertise. So I'm working at Northern Health Hospital in Melbourne as a clinical pharmacist, and Mrs. Harika, she's working as a clinical pharmacist in Monash Health in Melbourne. So we both are the clinical pharmacists. So we both are working here in Melbourne, and we both are the directors, and we both are the one who provides the training for this overseas pharmacist examinations. So for Australia, the overseas examination is known as the KAPS, that is the KAPS exam. So we, at the moment, we are providing all the overseas pharmacists to clear this KAPS exam. Then, so here are the courses that we offer. The main courses that we have at the moment are, one is the KAPS Essential course. So that is the course like all the overseas pharmacists, if you want to become a pharmacist in Australia, so there will be a first screening exam for all the overseas pharmacists, and that screening exam is known as the KAPS exam. So you need to clear this KAPS exam, then only you will be eligible to start your internship. That is the second process to become the licensed pharmacist here in Australia. So the first step is to clear the KAPS exam. So we provide the full training for this KAPS exam. And also, once after clearing this KAPS exam, there are 2 more other exams. And these 2 exams that you guys need to do by the time when you are doing your internship. Okay. So the procedure is, at first we need to clear the KAPS exam. After clearing the KAPS exam, we need to start doing our internship. And during the internship, there will be 2 more other exams, and those exams are nothing but the intern pharmacist written exam and the intern pharmacist oral exam. So we are also providing the training for both the intern pharmacist written as well as the intern pharmacist oral examinations. And we are also planning to expand it. So soon we are going to launch the licensing examinations for other countries as well, like for US, UK, Canada, Ireland. So for even for those countries, we are shortly we are going to introduce we are going to launch the licensing exam pathways for the countries. Then, so this is the success rate of Elite Expertise. So for Australia, that all the overseas they need to clear is the KAPS, that is the KAPS exam. So Elite Expertise has started providing this KAPS exam training in the year 2023. That is last year we have started providing the training. And July batch, last year July was our first batch at Elite Expertise. And in our first batch itself, we have got 90% of success rate. Okay. So total around 87 candidates have cleared their KAPS exam in their first attempt itself. So there will be 2 papers in the KAPS examination, paper 1 and paper 2, and all our candidates, they have cleared the KAPS examination in their first attempt. That is, they have cleared both the papers in their first attempt. So this was our first batch, which was started in July 2023. And our second batch was in November 2023, like in November, last year, November. So this was our second batch for the KAPS examination, where we got around 94% of the success rate. So total 99 students, they have cleared their KAPS exam in our second batch. And the third batch was held in in March 2024, that is recent March, okay, where around 121 students, they have cleared their KAPS examination in the March batch. Again, the percentage was like around 94%. So this is our success rate. And we can say that proudly, the main base for our success is the way that we teach. Because here at Elite Expertise, the lecturers, those who teach for this KAPS examination are myself, that is Arif Mohammed, and the other lecturer is Harika Bhimavarpu. So we both are the lecturers, and we both are the clinical pharmacists. We both are practicing here in Australia for more than 6 years. Okay. So we have been here, we are practicing as a clinical pharmacist. So we know how the exam pattern it will be. Because in the examination, in the KAPS exam, they mainly ask about the clinical practice, like how the Australian practice is going on. Okay, so they mainly ask the questions on the clinical practice, and as we are practicing here as a clinical pharmacist, so we know well how the pattern it will be, and we know how the examiners they ask the questions. Okay, so that those tricks and trips we teach to our students. Okay, so and those things that help the students to clear this examination in their first attempts. Okay. So that's the main reason behind our success. And at Eliteexpertisee, we also have got the few demo lectures. If you want, you can go to our website. In our website, you can see on the top, you can see a section known as the demo lectures up here. And in the demo lectures, there are a lot of free demo lectures that are available. So I did a demo lecture on asthma, as well as I did the demo lecture on heart failure topic, as well as ma'am, she did the free lecture on ANS, that is autonomic nervous system. So I recommend everyone to go and have a visit to our demo lectures, and you can see that the way that how we teach. Okay, so because in this demo lecture we have explained like the complete concepts, that how the things that happen, like in case of asthma management. Okay, so what are the things that we need to know, and what are the things that the examination that expect. Okay, what are the things that the examiners they ask in the examination. So everything that I have explained in this free demo lectures. So kindly visit to our website, and there you can go to our demo lectures section, and when once you click the link, then automatically it will pop up to the YouTube channel, and it will play the lecture. Full-length lectures are available. And also we have our testimonials. So all our students, those who have cleared their KAPS examination, so they have they provided the testimonials which are available in our website. So you guys can have a look over there as well. Then, so they are our intern students, intern pharmacists. So right now, around 20 students are getting trained as intern pharmacists here at Eliteexpertisee. So intern pharmacist is nothing but, as I mentioned, that initially you need to clear the KAPS examination, and after clearing the KAPS examination, then you need to move to Australia and start doing the internship. And during internship, there will be 2 more examinations. That is the intern written examination as well as the oral examination. So right now, more than 20 students are getting the training for intern written as well as the oral examination. Okay. So these, they cleared the KAPS examination. So they moved to Australia and they started doing their internship. And right now they are getting the training for intern exams as well. And here is our YouTube channel for Eliteexpertisee. So if you go to our YouTube channel, you can find a lot of information in the YouTube channel where we have made a lot of videos, like the videos for the free demo lectures, as well as the videos for all the interviews for the successful candidates. And also we have the videos for the career pathways, like what are the opportunities for the pharmacist in Australia, what are the different career opportunities for the pharmacist in Australia, as well as Canada and in other countries as well. So please visit to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we keep on providing the latest information regarding all the overseas countries, like what changes that are happening in Australia as well as in other countries as well. So we keep on giving the updates regarding all the information in our YouTube channel. Now, I just want to talk about the global opportunities for the pharmacist. Okay, so the opportunities for the pharmacist in Australia, New Zealand, US, Canada, UK, Ireland, and so on. Okay, so in case if you are planning to become a pharmacist in Australia as well as in New Zealand, there are 2 examinations. These 2 countries conduct the same examination, and that exam is known as the KAPS exam. Okay, KAPS is known as the knowledge assessment of pharmaceutical sciences, where the examiners, they try to assess your complete knowledge. Okay, so what will be the things that you have learned during your B Pharmacy, or the things that you have learned during your PharmD. So based on those things, they will assess your knowledge. Okay, so this KAPS examination will be conducted by the Australian Pharmacy Council, and this examination is common for both Australia as well as for New Zealand. Okay, so if you are planning to migrate to Australia or New Zealand, then the common exam is the KAPS exam, KAPS. So in case if you are planning to migrate to USA, then you need to sit for the NAPLEX exam. So NAPLEX exam, it consists of the two steps. One is the FPG, that is the first step that you need to clear, and then the main exam, that is the NAPLEX. And for Canada, it is known as the PEBC. So I'll explain everything in detail about these pathways. And UK, that is the RPS pathway. And for Ireland, it is the TCQR pathway. Okay. So at first, I will talk about the Australia and how this KAPS examination, and what are the steps that are involved for this KAPS examination. Okay. So before going to have a look through the examination pattern and everything, let's have a look through what is the main average salary for the pharmacist in Australia as well as in other countries. In Australia, while doing the internship itself, you will be paid during your internship. So like you will be getting the hourly pay rate. And in Australia, during internship, the pay rate will be roughly around $25 per hour. So it means that after clearing the KAPS examination, you will be moving to Australia, and you need to work for 1 year as an intern pharmacist. Intern pharmacist means you need to work under supervision of a fully licensed pharmacist. And during that time, you will get paid, and the pay rate during internship will be $27 per hour. And once you become a fully licensed pharmacist, that is after 1 year, when you get the full license, then during that time, the pay rate will be around $48 per hour. And in US, when you become a fully licensed pharmacist, the pay rate will be $50 to $70 per hour. But all these pay rates, like even in Australia, I mentioned that $40 to $55 per hour, and US 50 to 70, all these pay rates, they depend on your work experience as well as your managing skills. If you have got a very good managing skills as well as the experience, then they are happy to pay you the highest amount. And in Canada, the average salary for a pharmacist will be around $45 to $55 per hour. Okay. And especially in Australia, the working rights, like for a pharmacist, usually the pharmacist will work for around 40 hours per week. Okay, so 40 hours per week, and the hourly rate per hour, the salary will be $40 to $55 per hour. So based on their experience as well as the managing skills. So this is the average salary rate for a pharmacist in Australia, US, as well as in Canada. Then I made a complete video on how much the pharmacists they can earn in Australia. So during the internship, while they are doing the internship, how much they will earn, and at the same time, after completing or after finishing their internship, how much salary that they can earn. So everything that is clearly mentioned, the hourly rate of the pharmacist in Australia is clearly mentioned in a full-length video, and this video is available in our YouTube channel. So if you guys later on, you can just watch through this video, so that you will come to know that how much the salary that the pharmacists they can earn in Australia. And in order to migrate to Australia, that what are the steps that you need to start? Like what is the first initial step? Like how you should start your journey. Okay, so for Australia, the main thing is at first you need to organize your documents. So there are certain documents which are required to keep those documents ready. So one is your passport. Okay, you must have your all university transcripts. Okay, so your passport, your university transcripts, and your pharmacy license. Pharmacy license is mandatory. It means that once after you graduate from your university, after finishing your B Pharmacy or after finishing your PharmD, so you need to get registered with your Pharmacy Council of India. In your state Pharmacy Council board, you need to get registered. So these three are the main documents which are required for Australia in order to sit for the KAPS exam. Okay. Then what you need to do. So once you organize all these documents, at first you need to create your account in Australian Pharmacy Council. Okay. So you need to create a candidate portal in the APC, that is Australian Pharmacy Council. Australian Pharmacy Council is the one that conducts the exam, which is known as the KAPS, the first exam, KAPS exam. It will be conducted by the Australian Pharmacy Council. Okay. So, and this council, it conducts the exam for both the countries, that is for Australia as well as for New Zealand. Okay. The exam will be the same, KAPS exam, and it is conducted by Australian Pharmacy Council for both the countries. So you need to create a candidate portal, and then you need to upload all the documents up over there, and you need to make the payment for document evaluation. And Elite Expertise will help you in this aspect. If you are seeking any help, then we are ready to help you in this aspect, like how to apply and how to do your process. And what happens exactly is, once after applying for initial skills assessment, that is the eligibility test for APC, then the case officers, they will take around 6 to 8 weeks time. They will, once after receiving all the documents, they take around 6 to 8 weeks time. So they will go through all your documents, and then they will give you the eligibility to sit for the KAPS exam. Okay. So after 6 to 8 weeks, you will receive the eligibility to sit for the KAPS exam. So when you get this eligibility, then you need to sit for the exam, and you need to clear both the papers of the KAPS exam. Okay, that is paper 1 and paper 2. Okay, and at Elite Expertise will provide the complete training for both the papers, for paper 1 and paper 2 of the KAPS exam. Then how to become a pharmacist in Australia. So I made a complete video. In this video, it is available, the full length video is available in our YouTube channel. So once, if you can go to this video, there you can find what are the steps which are involved. That is how you need to register with APC. So here in the previous slide, I have mentioned the first step is to go and register with the Australian Pharmacy Council, and then submit all the documents. And after submitting the documents, you will get the eligibility to sit for the KAPS exam. Okay. So all these steps in detail are explained in this video. So you guys can watch this video later on. So where I have explained completely about the complete guidance, like how to register with Australian Pharmacy Council, and how to upload all the documents, and what is the fee for the exam. Okay, so KAPS exam fee, and what are the other exams which are involved, that is the intern exams, and what is the fee for the intern pharmacist written exam as well as for the oral exam. So everything that I have explained in this video. So please go and watch this video later on. Then, so here, once you book your exam through Australian Pharmacy Council, then the next step is to sit for the exam. So in order to sit for the exam, at first you need to know what is the exam pattern and what is the syllabus, and how much that you need to score in the exam in order to pass the exam, because there are 2 papers in the KAPS. One is the paper 1 and the other one is the paper 2. Then you need to know that how much you need to score in order to clear this KAPS examination. So I made a complete full length video for the exam pattern, as well as what is the syllabus for the KAPS exam, and what is the score, what is the passing percentage, how much that you need to score in order to clear this KAPS exam, okay, in both the paper 1 and paper 2. So everything is clearly explained during our orientation session that we have recently conducted for our July batch candidates. And we have recorded this video, and this video is also available in the YouTube. Okay, so if you want to know that how the exam syllabus it will be, what topics are covered, and how the exam pattern it will be, how many MCQs will be there, and how much you guys need to clear in order to, how much you guys need to score in order to clear the paper. So everything is explained in detail in this video. So I recommend everyone to watch this video to know an overview about this KAPS exam, as well as the exam pattern, the syllabus, and how you get scored, and how much that you need to score in order to pass both the papers of paper KAPS exam, paper 1 and paper 2. And then, so after clearing the KAPS examination, so this KAPS examination, you can sit even from India. Okay? So in order to write this KAPS examination, you need not to come to Australia. So this exam, you can do it from India as well. So in India, almost all the major capital cities, they have got the center. So this exam will be conducted by Pearson. Okay, so Pearson will conduct this exam, and most of the cities in India, they have got the Pearson centers, and they are authorized to conduct this examination. It means that this first exam, the KAPS exam, you can clear from India itself. Okay. After clearing the KAPS exam from India, then you need to migrate to Australia. Okay, so in the second video, there is another video here. So what after the KAPS exam? So here I have clearly explained about what you guys need to do. So once after clearing the KAPS examination, so what is the next step? That is how you need to get registered in Australia as an intern pharmacist. Okay, so in order to get registered in Australia as an intern pharmacist, you need to get registered with APRA. Okay, so what is APRA? How to get registered with APRA? So everything I have explained in detail, and the full length video is available in YouTube channel. So in case if you are interested to know about what is next after the KAPS, so how we need to get registered as an intern pharmacist, and how do we find the internship positions in Australia, so everything that is explained in this video. So you guys can go and watch this video where you will get the complete information. Okay. And also regarding Canada, okay, so in case if you are interested to migrate to Canada and practice as a pharmacist in Canada, okay, so there are many steps which are involved in Canada to sit for this PEBC exam. Okay, so for Australia, the exam is known as the KAPS exam, and for Canada, it is known as the PEBC exam. Okay, so there are a lot of several steps which are involved to clear this PEBC exam. So everything that I have explained in detail, so what documents that you need to submit and how you need to get registered, and everything that you can find in this video. So where I have completely explained about the steps which are involved to become a fully licensed pharmacist in Canada. Okay. So these are the few things that I wanted to share with you guys. So Eliteexpertise is an online platform where we give the training for all these countries, for Australia, New Zealand, Canada, US, UK, Ireland. Okay, so you guys can visit to our website, as well as don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because in our YouTube channel we provide a lot of information regarding the current scenarios, what situation is going on in these countries, as well as we provide demo lectures. Okay, and also we provide the career pathways, that is how the pharmacist opportunities will be there. So if you visit to our YouTube channel, then you can find a lot of videos where I have made the videos especially for the pharmacist career pathways in Australia, especially in the hospitals, how your pharmacist can work in the hospitals. Okay, so like there are different opportunities in the hospitals. Like for a clinical pharmacist, they can work as in chemotherapy specialist pharmacist, in as well as in cardiology specialist, neurology specialist, antimicrobial specialist pharmacist, mental health specialist pharmacist. So there are different specialties for the pharmacist are available. And in most of the countries, like in India, especially in India, so we are more fascinated to work as a clinical pharmacist after finishing our PharmD, or after finishing our masters in, especially in clinical pharmacy or in pharmacology. So we are more fascinated to work as a clinical pharmacist. So I have explained the complete pathways, like how to become a clinical pharmacist in Australia. So all the full length videos are available in Eliteexpertise YouTube channel. So please don't forget to visit to our YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube, and also we have our Instagram and our Facebook, and my personal LinkedIn is also there. So please subscribe to Instagram, as well as follow us on Insta, Facebook, and you can also send a request to my personal LinkedIn, so that you will develop the connections for the future. Okay, in case if you are planning to migrate to any of those countries, so you can develop your very good connections. Okay, so thank you so much. And now our team members, so Ashita, she will give her presentation. Okay, thank you so much, guys.
to understand what was it. I really want to know. So, what did you understand from the presentation? Did somebody understand something? What was the presentation about? So, yes, I want to understand what she learned. Sneha is here to tell us about what she understood. Yeah, Sneha, can you tell us what you understood?
Yeah, how to attend the exam and what are the needed
So I want to I'll randomly pick somebody and ask what are the exams that we're talking about? I want what's the name? What exam we're talking about? Who is that sleeping? I don't see. What is that? What is that? We have an example of KAPS and it is from Australia. See, every country will have
KAPS is replaced with
KAPS. Guys, who's on the girl side? See, let's bring guys. Come on, easy question. So, from when is October? It is November 2024 for the last exam for KAPS, and we will not. We should be more interested in overall the takeover. So, overall, easy and compare the conditions. And many questions for you from the girl side. Let's start. Video. So RS is going to come and explain to guys further about all these things. These guys, it is really important for you guys to understand this concept so that you can further decide on which one will fit for your future. You want to stay in India, you want to go abroad, what is it for your future? This pain is taken by your, Vishaka ma'am and host sir. So for their sake, I really want you to sit with us and stay focused. You're all on the same page?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
What's the important answer? We'll be having the Arif sir, who's working as a consultant pharmacist in Austria, and who is our director, director of Eliteexpertisee. Kindly interact with him, ask him all the doubts you have in your brain. Even if it is a basic thing, you try to interact with him and ask him. And that's it. That's all I want to say. Please grab this opportunity, utilize this opportunity, like all the candidates, my sincere suggestion. Okay, thank you. Let's have Alex from the speech.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Neha. Thanks, Sahana. And thank you, Ashrita. And first of all, I would like to thank MNR group of institutions for organizing this webinar to enlighten about how the current practice is going on in the Western countries, like in Australia, US, UK, Canada. So my name is Arif Mohammed. I'm one of the directors of Eliteexpertisee, and currently I'm a clinical pharmacist in Australia. So, well, I would like to give you a brief intro about where I have studied and so on. So actually, I did my Bachelor of Pharmacy from Kakatiya University, which is in Warangal. And then I did my Master's from Hyderabad, from one of the colleges in Hyderabad. Okay? And then like in 2012, I moved to Malaysia. And in Malaysia, I worked as a university lecturer for around 4 years. Then after that, I moved to Australia. So after coming to Australia, I did my internship in community pharmacy. Community pharmacy is nothing but the retail pharmacy. And after finishing the internship, I started working as a clinical pharmacist in the hospitals here in Australia. So for the last 4 years, I have been working as a clinical pharmacist in Australia. And now, like last year, that is in 2023, I have started, like myself and Harika ma'am, we both have started Eliteexpertisee, so which is an online training platform for all the pharmacists, those who are planning to migrate to overseas. So we are helping the candidates to clear their examinations, all the overseas examinations. And so far we have helped like more than 1,000 plus candidates in clearing their Australian licensing exam. So for Australia, like as I have briefly mentioned in the video, that for Australia, initially for all the overseas candidates, especially for us, those who are in India. Okay? So even I studied in India. For us, at first we need to clear a first exam that is known as the screening exam. Right now, that screening exam is known as KAPS exam. So for this KAPS exam is the one that is the initial screening exam. So once this exam is done, then we start our internship. So during the internship, there will be 2 more exams. So that is known as the intern written exam and the oral exam. Once we finish all these exams, then we will be considered as a fully registered pharmacist in Australia, and we can start working as a fully licensed pharmacist. So I can say that especially for those who have especially those who are doing the PharmD or even for Bachelor of Pharmacy candidates, and especially those who are doing the masters. So in India, like we have we are much fascinated to go and work as a clinical pharmacist in overseas. So for clinical pharmacist, to work as a clinical pharmacist in overseas, like I can say that all these countries like US, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. So all these countries, they offer a very good opportunity to work as a clinical pharmacist. Okay. So if you are planning to become a clinical pharmacist in one of these countries, okay, then the first step is for all the overseas candidates, like those who have studied in India. So we need to prepare, or we need to write a screening exam. Okay. So even for US, there is a screening exam which is known as the FPGE before we sit for the NAPLEX. Even for Canada, there is a PEBC exam. So PEBC exam is of 2 main parts. So the first one is the evaluating exam. So once we clear the evaluating exam, then we can go for the main qualifying exams. Again, there will be 2 exams in the qualifying part. Okay. In a similar way, for Australia, there is a KAPS exam. After clearing the KAPS exam, there will be 2 other exams, which is known as the intern written and the oral examinations. Once we clear all these examinations, okay, but even before we clear all these examinations, once we finish our first part of the exam, after finishing the first part of the exam, like for Australia, after finishing the KAPS, or in Canada, after finishing the first part of the exam, that is the evaluating exam. Okay. But Canada, it is different, not after finishing the first part. I will explain you later. Okay. But for Australia, after finishing the first part of the exam, then you can start working as an intern. Okay. So when you start working as an intern, it means that you will start getting the money. Okay. So you will start earning some amount. Okay. So in Australia, at the moment, for intern pharmacists, the pay rate is $27 per hour. And once you become the fully licensed pharmacist, then your pay rate will go up to $40 or $45 per hour, depending on which in which pharmacy that you work, or where in which locality that you work. Okay. So if you move to the regional areas, then you will be paid more when compared to the metropolitan cities. So after clearing these exams, so you will start working as an intern. Then internship will be for a particular certain time frame. Like in Australia, you need to do internship for 1,575 hours. Okay. But in other countries, it varies. Okay. So if you in case if you are interested, so far at Eliteexpertisee, we have trained more than 1,000 plus candidates who have cleared this KAPS examination, and also we have started the training program for the PEBC as well. And our first batch of the PEBC is going on. So where we are for PEBC, we are giving a 6 months of comprehensive training at the moment. Okay. So the candidate, those who are planning to sit in January, so they are already they have enrolled, and the training for the PBC is going on. And soon we are also launching the program for the NAPLEX and for other countries as well, like for Ireland and other countries. So in case if you have any queries, any doubts regarding how to appear for the examination or what are the other things, then you can just ask to us. So our team members are over there. So you can ask to us, and even I will be here attending the now with you to give the like to answer your queries.
So guys, if you have any questions, Arif is here to answer it for you guys. So any questions from your side, guys?
I would like to utilize this opportunity. Like, if you have any kind of questions, please interact with me and get into the knowledge aspect.
Any questions, guys? You can ask anything. Nothing is silly. We are all nothing. So any questions from your side that you want to understand? What is KAPS?
Not only CAPS, mainly I want to pharmacists again, from which option is good, which subject is good. So that is the-
And there is another update that I would like to highlight for Australia. Starting from March 2025, so they are going to change the exam pattern. So right now, there is the KAPS examination. Then this KAPS examination is for next batch as well. For November, they are accepting the KAPS. Then after that, from March 2025, they are completely, not completely, there are some slight modifications. The changes have been occurring in the examination pattern. So they are changing it to a new exam, which is known as OPRA exam. So OPRA exam is a new exam, which is going to be held from March 2025. And like we are changing the program from the KAPS to OPRA, okay, from the current batch itself. So there are, like, we currently got few candidates, those who are appearing for the November batch KAPS examination. And also there are few candidates, those who are planning for 2025 March, that is the OPRA exam. So OPRA exam is the new exam that Australia is conducting to the candidates. So in case if you are planning to migrate to Australia, then like in the next year, then the exam is the OPRA exam, OPRA exam. But for Canada, it is the same, that is the PBC, Canada. And yeah, in case if you have any questions, then you can ask to us, guys.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Gayatri. How are you?
Yes, sir, fine. Sir, I need to know about syllabus, sir. Sir, you are saying syllabus. What subjects?
Yeah.
We have studied pharmacology, pharmaceutics, all subjects we are studying, sir. Do we have,
Yeah, sure.
have the same subjects there or anything new?
Exactly. Yeah, sure. So when it comes to the syllabus, if it is for the KAPS examination, for the Australian examination, so the syllabus, like whatever that we have studied in our Bachelor of Pharmacy or whatever that you have studied in your PharmD level, so that's the same syllabus that they use. Okay, even here that they use the same syllabus, but there are certain other things that they add. So other things is nothing but what is required for the Australian pharmacy practice. Okay, so the basic subjects, they remain the same, like pharmacology, it remains the same. Okay, pharmaceutics, it remains the same. Biopharmaceutics, it remains the same. Okay, pharmaceutical calculations, they remain the same. And therapeutics, that is the major part, which plays a most important part, pharmacotherapy. So pharmacotherapy is the most major part that plays not only in KAPS, but also in Canadian exam, either if you plan for the NAPLEX. Okay, so even in the NAPLEX, okay, pharmacology and pharmacotherapy. So these are the major subjects which we can expect that maximum amount of the MCQs from these subjects. Whereas the other topics like biopharmaceutics will be there, and biochemistry will be there. Okay, so all those are the minor subjects which are included in the syllabus. Okay. So when it comes to the KAPS examination, the KAPS examination syllabus, like it has got the chemistry part in it, okay, as well as physiology, pharmacology, and then it also has got the pharmaceutics part, including the biopharmaceutics, calculations, and pharmacotherapy part. So these are the components which are present in the KAPS exam. But now from 2023 March, so they are going to make a little bit changes. So what change that they are going to do is they are going to reduce the chemistry component, a little bit of the chemistry component, and also a few other minor subjects, they are going to reduce it, and they are going to increase more in the pharmacotherapy, that is applied therapeutics component. So applied therapeutics component, because as when we become a pharmacist here in any of these countries, either in Australia, New Zealand, Canada, US, UK, so in all these countries, the main thing which is required is the pharmacotherapy knowledge, the applied pharmacotherapy knowledge. So that's the most important one, because when we practice here in these countries, in the Western countries, so the most important one which is required is the pharmacotherapy knowledge. So that's what that they are going to do now in the like in the opera exam. So they are going to introduce more of the pharmacotherapy subject. Whereas even if you look at the syllabus of the Canada, that is the PBC exam. So even in the PBC exam, all the basic medical sciences, that whatever that we have studied in our Bachelor of Pharmacy level or in our PharmD level, so all those basic biomedical sciences will be covered. Apart from those basic biomedical sciences, in Canada, the syllabus is a little bit different. Like they also have the pharmacy management. They also have Canadian healthcare system, about Canadian healthcare system. And they also have included some biostatistics, pharmacoeconomics. Okay? So those are the other additional subjects that are included in Canada syllabus. Okay? So like there are some differences in the preparation pattern as well for different countries. So if you are planning for Australia, then the preparation pattern will be different. And if you are planning for Canada, then the preparation pattern will be different. And for if you are planning for US, that is the NAPLEX, then a little bit variation that is in the preparation pattern will be a little bit different. Okay? But almost like in all the countries, most important one, the core component is pharmacology and therapeutics. So therapeutics is the most important one, whereas the other minor subjects, they will be like, there will be in KAPS, there will be something extra will be there, like chemistry will be more, whereas in PBC, chemistry will be very less. So such minor changes will be there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thanks, Gayatri.
So we have final year PharmD students, bunch of final year PharmD students. Any final year PharmD students? I guess you want to have it in English, Hindi, or Telugu? Which language? So any final message, like any message to the final year PharmD students, because they'll be thinking, what should I do after PharmD?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sure. So for especially, it is a special message for PharmD students, for the PharmD candidates. So like you have done like 6 years of study. Okay, so especially the PharmD in India is 6 years. Okay? So you have studied for 6 years, and like the main goal that you have done the PharmD is to practice as a clinical pharmacist. So that's the main reason why the PharmD has been introduced in India. Okay? So to make our students capable enough to practice as a clinical pharmacist. Okay? So that's why, as you have already done your PharmD, so you better keep that passion to practice as a clinical pharmacist. Okay? And to fulfill your dreams to practice as a clinical pharmacist, then like even in India, there are some hospitals which are offering the clinical pharmacist positions. And you can start working as a clinical pharmacist up over there. But in case if you have the passion to work as a clinical pharmacist, especially in overseas, like in US or in Australia, Canada, or New Zealand, or any of these countries, okay, then these countries, the Western countries, the main thing that I can say that when you start working as a clinical pharmacist in these countries, then you will get satisfied not only with your salary, that is the pay, but also you will get that self-satisfaction that you are applying your knowledge, that what you have learned in your PharmD level. Okay, so whatever the things that you have learned in your PharmD level, So that those things that we can apply only only mainly in these countries, like in the US, Canada, Australia, and these Western countries. So we can apply our knowledge, because when you compare, like in hospital, like every day, like as I am a clinical pharmacist in the hospital, and when I compare the things that what I have learned back in my what I have learned back when I was studying in Bachelor of Pharmacy in India. Okay? So when I compare to that standard, so in Bachelor of Pharmacy in India, like unfortunately we haven't got any chance to get any rotations in the hospitals. Okay? So we never get any chance to go to the hospitals, and we never get any chance to involve in the clinical activities. Okay? But in Form D, you will get the chance to visit the hospitals. So you will be having the rotations. Okay? In your year 5, year 6, you will be doing the project as well. Okay? So it is a very good thing that you have already got some sort of the exposure. Okay? And that exposure, you need to, in case if you want to build up that exposure into your clinical practice, then the Western countries are the best one. Okay? So if you plan and clear any of the country's licensing examination, then you will practice a lot. Okay? So whatever the things that you have learned, okay? So clinically or practically, you will apply here in these countries.
We have one more question, sir. After
Yeah.
passing the exam, can we get a visa? $1 million question.
Sorry, the voice is not clear, unfortunately.
After passing KAPS, can we get a visa?
Yeah. So for Australia, actually, after clearing the KAPS examination, so there are 2 visa pathways. One is the 491 visa, and the other one is 190. So these 2 visas are known as the permanent residency pathways. Okay? So it means that after clearing the KAPS examination, you will get the skills assessment letter. So with that skills assessment letter, you can directly lodge for this PR pathways. Okay? So one is the 491 and the other one is the 190. But there are also other visa pathways. Okay? So like what I recommend is you can lodge for these visas, okay, 491 and 190. So these visas, like they take some time. Okay? So it depends on like every yearly quota that is available. So depending on the yearly quota, so the government will keep on releasing the visas. Okay? So you need to lodge for these visas, but also there are other visa categories. So you also need to keep on trying for the other visas, like 482, which is known as the sponsorship visas, and the other one is the 407, which is known as the training visa. So that allows you to come to Australia and finish your internship, and it gives like that visa is for 2 years, and it gives the chance for you to come and become a fully licensed pharmacist here in Australia, which is known as the 407 visa. Okay? But in case if you also want to migrate, you can also migrate on the student visa as well. Okay? And soon after migrating, that's what like many candidates they have been doing right now. So they are coming, like they are clearing the KAPS examination, and they are coming here on the student visa, and they are finding the internship part-time. Okay, so on student visa, you will be getting a chance to work for 24 hours per week. So they are doing 24 hours per week. That is the 3 days of internship, and 2 days they are going to uni to finish their masters. Okay? So even with the masters, once you finish the masters, then after finishing the masters, so you'll get like 3 years of the post-study visa. You can stay and for 3 years, and you can work full time for the 3 years. Meanwhile, during that time, you will also finish your internship. You will become a fully licensed pharmacist, and you can apply for the permanent residence. That is the PR pathway. Okay, so there are many different pathways that we need to explore them. Okay? So one is directly from India. You can try for the permanent residency, that is 491 or for 190. Otherwise, you can also choose the sponsorship options 482 or 407, which is known as the training visa. Otherwise, if you want, like if you can have like if some students, like I have seen, they don't want to wait for until they get the visa. So they don't want to wait for a long time. So they moved to Australia on the student visa, and they have started working as a part-time internship. So regarding the visas, like I would like to share my own experience. So I took my KAPS examination back in 2016. Okay, in 2016, I was in Malaysia. So during that time, I took my KAPS examination, and I applied for the visa for the permanent residency visa category. So I applied for the visa, and it took like 2 years time for me to get the visa. In 2018, I took the KAPS examination back in 2016, but I moved to Australia in 2018 in December. Okay, on 4th of December 2018, I landed here in Australia. It means that it took more than 2 years time for me, okay, to get the visa and to move here to Australia. Okay. But in case during that time, I also got the sponsorship option, but I didn't took the sponsorship option because I just want to wait for this visa. Okay, so that's why I didn't take the sponsorship option. So I have waited for 2 years, and then in 2018 December, I moved to Australia. Even after moving to the Australia, the visa that I got was not a direct permanent residence category. It is known as a temporary residence category. Okay, so temporary residence, it is not a PR. Permanent residence is known as the complete PR. The one that I got was the temporary residence. So on that temporary residence visa, I moved to Australia in 2018. And my final permanent residence, that is the PR, I got my final permanent residence in January 2023. Okay. So that is after coming to Australia, after 4 years. After 4 years of coming to Australia, I got my permanent residence in Jan 2023. That is in last year. Okay. So getting the PR is like it's a long journey, but we need to keep on moving. Okay. So until we get that, until we reach to that goal, we just need to keep on moving. Okay. So I can say that totally it took like more than 6 years time for me to get that permanent residence in Australia. Okay. But when I moved here in 2018, with the even it is a temporary residence, but there was a full working rights for me. Like I have the full working rights to work in Australia, like full-time working rights. So I did my internship. After finishing my internship, then I for 1 year I worked in the community pharmacy. Community is nothing but the retail pharmacies. Then after that, I moved to the hospitals, and I started working as a clinical pharmacist. So for 2 years, I worked in regional hospitals, regional areas. Regional is nothing but rural area hospital. And then after that, like in 2023, I moved to Melbourne, and currently I'm working in the Melbourne hospital. So this is my visa journey and my permanent residency journey. Okay. So it is not so easy. Like I will never promise to anyone that like soon after you clear your exam, so you will get your permanent residency and you will your life will get settled. So it's not like that. So it is a long journey, but we need to keep on struggling. If we struggle, then definitely one day we will get settled as per our target or as per our goal.
We have master questions. Yeah,
Sorry, the voice is not audible. I'm extremely sorry for that. Or what you can do is either Ashrita or Sahana, you can take the question and you can just come closer nearby to the mic and
Good afternoon, sir.
hi, good afternoon.
Yeah, actually, after qualifying the KAPS exam, well, when we after qualifying the KAPS exam, when we gone through the internship, is that mandatory to do masters or not?
Is that mandatory to
Doing masters or not?
masters?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, sure. I would like to share a few things with you guys regarding the masters in Australia. So in Australia, they won't like it is an added advantage if we have the Masters of Pharmacy. It is considered as an added advantage. Okay? So where or when it gets considered as an added advantage is only if you are trying in the hospitals as a clinical pharmacist. So if you are trying to become a clinical pharmacist in the hospitals, then only it will be considered as an added advantage for you. Okay? Otherwise, if you are planning to work in the community pharmacies, that is in the retail pharmacies, then in retail pharmacies they won't consider the masters, so they just want the basic Bachelor of Pharmacy level. Okay? So even if you have the masters, then there is no any advantage in the retail pharmacies. Okay? And to be honest, I just want to uh, share the real scenario or the real fact here in Australia. So here in Australia, like uh, only 22%, only 22% of the pharmacists, so they are working in the hospitals. Okay? The remaining 78 to 80% of the pharmacists will be working in the community pharmacies. Community pharmacies are nothing but the retail pharmacies. Okay? So the main reason here is in Australia, the hospitals are very limited. So we don't have much of the hospitals in Australia. So getting the clinical pharmacist position is also highly challenging one. Okay? So it is not that so easy to enter into the Australian hospitals. So in pharmacies, that's in community pharmacies, that is the retail pharmacies, that is quite easier. Okay? So we can definitely everyone will enter into the community pharmacies, but entering into the hospitals is highly challenging one. So in order to enter into the hospitals, like even I struggled for more than 1 year to enter into the hospitals. Okay? So in order to enter into the hospitals, like I have done a lot of things here in Australia. So after becoming a pharmacist, fully registered pharmacist, I applied for more than around 40 or 50 hospitals, and all the hospitals, they are rejecting my application. Okay? Even I have the masters. My masters is in clinical pharmacy. So I did the masters in clinical pharmacy. So even I have the masters in clinical pharmacy, still there were rejections. Okay? So continuously there were rejections in my application. So I had to do like I took it as a challenge. I didn't give it up. I took it as a challenge, and I finished my consultant pharmacist pathway. So I become a consultant pharmacist here in Australia. Then after becoming the consultant pharmacist, then also I involved in some research activities as well here in Australia. So like while we are trying for a community pharmacy job, okay, in community pharmacies, when we go and apply for the job, the only questions that they ask is, what is your salary? What is your expectation? And how many years commitment that you want to give? That will you be willing to give to us? Okay? So these are the only questions that they ask. So community pharmacies are more mainly completely considered about the business. Okay? So they mainly ask about these questions. But when it comes to the hospital job, in a hospital pharmacist job, so there will be a panel of 4 or 5 members. Interview panel will be there. So they will the interview will last for at least for 45 minutes. And I have attended few interviews which have lasted even for 1.5 hours. So they will keep on giving the case scenarios. So we need to do the cases. Okay? And they will keep on asking a lot of questions. So we need to solve everything. So they will even the first step in order to get our application picked up. Okay? So they will go through all the applications. So for one post, if there is a one post, hardly if there is a one post, then more than around 100 applications will come for the hospital clinical pharmacist position. So they will screen all those applications, and they will select only 3 or 4 candidates, and they will ask, uh, they will interview those 4 candidates. Okay? Out of the 4 candidates, finally they will select 1 candidate. In order to get our application stand out among in the crowd, so if we have some other things, like if we have some masters, okay, then masters should be in clinical pharmacy. That would be more advantage. Okay? So if we have some masters, and also if we have done some other things in Australia, like I was like initially when I applied for the positions, my application has never got picked up. Okay? Then within 1 year, I have done my credentials, and I have become a I have become a like consultant pharmacist. So after becoming a consultant pharmacist, then when I applied for the positions, then they have picked my application. Okay, so consultant pharmacist with masters and with previous experience and so on. So all that helped me my application pushed up. Okay, so then they have asked, they have called me for the interview. So when I attended the interview, then finally they have selected me in one of the hospitals in Victoria. Okay. So this is how it works. So in case if you are planning for clinical pharmacist position, then you need to think about doing the masters. But if you are not planning, if you want to just work as even in the community, because there won't be much difference in the salary wise. Okay, the pay wise there won't be much difference, but in long run there will be some sort of difference. Always the hospital, the clinical pharmacist will be they earn more. Okay, but in case if you think about the 2 years of the time of spending towards the masters, and within these 2 years, if you work in the community pharmacist, then you will earn more than what after becoming a clinical pharmacist. Okay, so it depends. Like those who have the passion. Okay, because for me, I had the strong determination. I had the strong passion that I want to become a clinical pharmacist in Australia. So that's why I focus more mainly towards all these hospital sectors. I have done a lot of courses and so on. Okay. So finally to enter into the hospital, that is to become a clinical pharmacist. Okay. But as per you have asked that, is it masters is mandatory in Australia? So I can say that no, it is not mandatory in Australia. In case if you are planning to work in the retail sector, then it is not at all required. But in case if you are planning to become a clinical pharmacist in the future, then you can plan for the masters.
Thank you, sir. Sir, we have two more questions from family. One is if one want to work as an overseas pharmacist or education in Australia, like choosing department.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, Ashita. Would you mind coming at the front, mic, please? So because the voice is not audible, it is not clear.
Sir, one girl wants to work as a pharmacist in Australia. Like, will she have the opportunity to choose a specialization, or she can just go there and work for some time and get specialization like that? And second question is, what are the opportunities for the pharmacists in UK compared to Australia? And third question is NAPLEX. How hard it is?
Sure. The first question is about the specializations in Australia. Okay. So in Australia, again, these specializations we can see only in the hospitals. Okay. So when you are working in the communities, there is no specializations, nothing. Okay. So in the community sector, just you need to work as a pharmacist, but there you will be doing some other roles as well, like you will become a immunization pharmacist. If you become an immunization pharmacist, then you will be giving the vaccines to the to all the patients. And also there are a lot of other services that they have introduced in the community pharmacies. Okay? So those things that I will like, in case if possible, then I will discuss with you, on some other day. But especially in the hospitals, there are a lot of specializations. So all these specializations we can see only in the hospitals, but not in the communities. Okay, specialization. When it comes to the specialization in Australia, currently there are around 14 or 16 specialties are available, like cardiology specialist, okay? Then emergency specialist, then a neurology specialist, oncology specialist, okay? And also in the endocrine specialist, pediatric specialist, ICU specialist. Okay? So totally around 14, 16 specialties are available. And in almost all the major hospitals, the big hospitals, they all have these specialties. Okay? So in all the big hospitals, we got all these specialties which are available. So in case if you are interested to become a specialized pharmacist, like cardiology specialist or oncology specialist, okay, then you can become an oncology specialist pharmacist. But in order to become an oncology specialist pharmacist, at first you need to enter into the hospital sector. Okay, so that's the most important one. Okay, so at first you need to enter into the hospital sector. That is, at first you need to make the entry into the hospital. Okay, so that's the most important one. So first thing is we must try to enter into the hospital. When once you enter into the hospital, after entering into the making an entry into the hospitals, in Australia, then if you work for 1 or 2 years, just as a normal clinical pharmacist, that is not a specialized clinical pharmacist. If you work as a normal clinical pharmacist, that is the ward pharmacist will tell them as a ward pharmacist. So after working as a ward pharmacist for 2 years, then you need to apply for the specialized positions. Okay. So in case if the cardiology pharmacist who is working in the cardiology department, if the cardiology pharmacist, if they want to move out to some other role, okay, and if there is a vacancy in the cardiology, then you need to apply for that internal position. Then they will promote you to the cardiology, or they will send you into the cardiology, where you can initially you will be getting 6 months of training, and after 6 months of training you will become a fully cardiology specialized pharmacist. Okay? The same goes with the oncology specialized pharmacist. Okay? So, and also the most important one that I would like to highlight is in any of the hospitals, if you are targeting the hospitals, okay, then you must be flexible to work in any role. Okay, so the generalized pharmacist is nothing but the one who can cover any of the departments. Okay? Is known as a generalized pharmacist, or in short we'll tell them as a ward pharmacist. Okay, so we can cover all the departments. So always we must be ready to become a generalized pharmacist. Okay? Then only wherever there is a role available, then they will ask us to go into that role. For example, I had a passion to work as a cardiology pharmacist, so I worked as a cardiology pharmacist. But again, when there is a when there was a vacancy available in the neurology and no pharmacist was available in the neurology, then they asked me to go and take over the neurology ward. Okay? So I have to go and cover the neurology as well. And also I'm a cardiology specialist, but there was a available position in oncology, so they asked me to go and cover the oncology. Then I had to cover the oncology as well. Okay? So it means that we need to keep on taking the roles, whatever the roles that is available. Okay, but if you are interested in one of the specialties, then there is another pathway that is known as the SHPA, Society of Hospital Pharmacists in Australia. So the SHPA will organize the specialty webinars, as well as the special to become a specialized pharmacist. They will organize a lot of events and so on. So if you enroll in that programs, then you will build your career particularly in that particular field, like in cardiology or oncology or neurology, whatever the field that you are interested. So you can keep on building your career in those fields. And the second question was about the NAPLEX. For NAPLEX, yes, you need to, at first, all the candidates, we need to write the FPGE exam. So first you need to clear the FPGE, then only you need to go through the NAPLEX exam. Okay? But again, the practice in US is very good. Okay, it is a high standard practice. Okay? So, and if you clear the NAPLEX examination, then you will have a very good future in US. Okay? So regarding the other things like I can just give you a brief about the NAPLEX, that is the FPGE exam. So this FPGE is just the screening exam, how the KAPS exam will be, or the how Canadian PBC evaluating exam is. Okay? So in a similar way, FPGE is also just a basic screening exam. So where they will ask you the questions on the pharmaceutical sciences, that what we have studied, all the basic pharmaceutical sciences questions that they will ask you. Okay? So, but anyhow, once you clear the NAPLEX examination, and if you become a pharmacist in US, then it's a very good pathway. Okay. Then when the third question is about the UK. In order to become a pharmacist in UK, so always I advise anyone to put UK at the last stage. Okay. So the first positions, like if you want, you can try US, okay, Canada, Australia. So these are the first line countries, and UK you can put it at the second line position. The main reason is in order to become a pharmacist in UK, even though if you have done the PharmD, or even though if you have done the bachelor's or master's from any country, it doesn't matter. So you need to do a course known as OSPAP. Okay? So at first you need to enroll in the OSTAP course, and you need to do the OSTAP course. And to do that course itself, it will cost around 15,000 pounds, 15,000 to 20,000 pounds. The UK universities, they will offer this course. So at first you need to do this course. Okay. So after doing this course, then you will get the eligibility to sit for the exam. Okay. So did you get the difference here? Based on your qualification, that is based on your bachelor's of pharmacy or based on your Form D, so you are directly getting the eligibility to sit for the exam. Even for Canada, so directly you are getting the eligibility to sit for the exam, okay, based on your bachelor of pharmacy or based on your Form D. Even for US, only for Form D, not for bachelor of pharmacy. For US, based on your Form D, so you will get the eligibility directly to sit for the NAPLEX examination. But for UK, the pathway is a bit different. So at first you need to do the OSPAP. After doing the OSPAP, you will get the eligibility to sit for the licensing examination. Then you will sit for the licensing examination. Then after sitting for the licensing examination, you need to do the internship and so on. Like I can say that it takes a long path when compared to other countries. The UK pathway is a bit long pathway when compared to the other countries like Canada or Australia, or even when compared to US as well. So it is a long journey. And also you need to spend, initially you need to spend huge amount to become a pharmacist in UK.
Sir, one quick rapid fire, just 1 minute. Are you
Yeah.
prescribing rights in Australia?
Sorry?
Are you having the prescribing rights in Australia?
So in Australia, currently we don't have the official prescribing rights, but now they are going to introduce the prescribing rights in Australia as well. Okay, so for few of the medications, the common medications, they are going to introduce the prescribing right.
Even ma'am, do you prescribe? Do you and
No. Sorry.
Like, will you be in the prescribing practitioner kind of thing? Maybe my voice.
Myself. Are you asking to myself?
Yes.
Sorry, Ashita. When you ask the question, would you mind coming to the front, please? Because the voice is not.
So, like ideally, for prescribing rights, you like many of the pharmacists in Australia will have prescribing rights. Like, were you there any of the trials by doing the prescribing rights for any of your patients? Quick answer in just 1 minute, sir, because they're all waiting for their happy tiffin in their box. One girl said that I want to eat chicken, ma'am. That's why.
Okay, so for the prescribing rights, currently in Australia we don't have the prescribing rights, but it is in the trial program which is going on in few states, like in Queensland. Okay, they have already started the prescribing rights to the pharmacists, but in Victoria it hasn't come. So I'm in Victoria state, where Melbourne is the capital. So I'm in Melbourne at the moment. So in Victoria we haven't got that prescribing rights, but in Queensland, where Brisbane is the capital, so in Queensland already they have started this program, and it is going on, and hardly like in 1 or in 2 years, so they will introduce in all the other states in Australia as well. Okay, so prescribing, in the sense, it is just for the minor things. Okay, like minor conditions, we are allowed to prescribe any of the medications. Like already they have started the prescribing for urinary tract infection problems. So for UTI problems, the pharmacist, we can give medications to the patient. Okay, so for such minor things, they have started the trial program, and hopefully, like in 1 or 2 years, it will become like even they will introduce for the other conditions as well.
Thank you, sir. Myself, Dr. Vishakha, professor of MNR College of Pharmacy.
Hi, ma'am. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you, sir. Thank you very much for answering the questions and giving the complete idea about the examinations in Australia and other countries. I think many of the students have many doubts. Still, doubts are coming due to time. Classes sessions are pending there. So I just need to. I will hand over this session, and doubts will be cleared personally, I think, by the Ashrita ma'am and
Exactly. Yeah, sure.
And Neha ma'am also there to clear their doubts. Those who are having So I will forward them to the your team. So thank you very much for
Exactly,
joining.
ma'am. Yeah.
Principal sir was also there, but he left for the meeting. He was having some urgent meeting.
Okay. Sure.
Left 5 minutes back.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, ma'am. Yeah.
On behalf
Thank
of
you.
MNR College of Pharmacy, Principal Dr. V. Algar Sami and Vice Principal Dr. P. Subhash Chandra Bose, I would like to thank you for joining us. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thanks, ma'am. And I would like to thank MNR College of Pharmacy for giving us this opportunity to explain about all the opportunities for the pharmacists in overseas countries. Okay. So thank you so much, ma'am. Thank
You can
you.
hear the voice recording for you.
Okay. Sorry for that.
Thank you very much, sir. MNR
Yeah.
Education Trust, Shri M.N. Raju, sir, Chairman and Vice Chairman, Shri Ravi Verma Mantana. On behalf of them, I am thanking you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Sir,
Okay.
Vice Principal is
So-
with us. You can just have an introduction, like you can just thank him, sir. He's
Yeah.
here.
Our Vice Principal, Dr. P. Subhash Chandra Bose is here, sir.
I would like to thank. Hello, sir. Thank you so much.
Arif sir.
Thank you. Yes.
Arif sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, sir. You are audible.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible. You are audible.
I just want to ask you one question.
Yeah.
B.Pharm students are eligible for NAPLEX?
No, sir. At the moment, B.Pharm are not eligible for NAPLEX.
Yeah, I know.
Only
Just want to confirm it. Okay, thank you very much. I think our students got more information about how to go to Australia, Canada, and mostly many students will approach you.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Pharm students and B.Pharm students. What do you say? Yeah.
Okay, sir. So I will be.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. We will be there, always there to help them out. Okay. So thank you so much for MNR College of Pharmacy for.
Thank you, sir. So I will log off the meeting. Thank you very much for joining, sir.
Yeah. Thanks, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay.
I will end the meeting, sir, right now.
Yeah.
Students
Sure.
will take
Thank
the
you.
photos with your team.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay, ma'am. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Bye.
End the meeting. End the meeting.
Shaka ma'am will address you all who is doing not in time.
So anyone is having any questions, team is here. You can just, if you are having doubt, you can approach us. We can forward that through mail also. Yes, we are having their numbers also. And if required, those who are actually interested for them, we will conduct one more special session for them. Those who are interested for them. So almost all people got the information. Now think about the future. Now think about the country where you want to go or you want to stay in India. Based upon that, we will arrange the session, separate sessions in the separate groups. So if you are interested in the elite expertise, just approach us. We will conduct another special session with the help of the elite team.
The grand applause to
Guys, thank you so much. And firstly, I would like to thank ma'am for giving this opportunity and for collaborating with us. And Subhash sir, welcoming us very warm. That's it, guys. We are here to help. We'll be available 24/7. You can upload this via YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. We have all the platforms. And after the link, you can have much more information with all the updates as well. Thank you for giving us the opportunity. Thank you so much.
1 hour break. Actually, 9 I said Google Lines, right? Just now we take one group photo so that you will get 3 days.